Hello everyone, welcome back into another episode of Last Protagonist Plays Path of Exile 2. If you're catching up on the stream because of the changed title and thumbnail, I've been playing on a Titan doing the scattering Calamity stuff that was a little bit more popularized last league. And before this I was playing on the stream with the martial artist, testing out some skill interactions, had some bugs, didn't really want to feel like spending the time to figure out the ward stuff just yet. So I wanted to continue my endgame progression on my main character and all that. So I'll give a little bit of a rundown of my skills and stuff and my gear, just to give you guys a bit of a heads up. But anyway, Hookse, nice to see you again. How you doing? Is that a new profile picture? Oh, it's your pug. Nice to see that. Right, need to enable an item filter. Hopefully it's not broken. No. Okay. Because it was getting pretty disgusting. So I made some progress off stream. I got into the main tower area, and now I need to activate these two nodes to come into this big tower, essentially. There's a dragon with a lich on top of it. His name is Tomato. Nice. What made you decide on that name? Did he just suit it? Temporal chains, ew. Oh, this is an 8-mod map. I've essentially just been alking and going, so we might die here. My build's pretty okay, but it's not quite at the levels of ridiculousness that I had at the end of last league. But I did manage to get kind of the godly staff. So this is the one that I was using before this to level up a little bit once I got to a certain level. I had an even worse one before this. It was really rough. I would not suggest using this skill on a league start because, well, it might be viable if you do something like Ember Fusillade, but I wasn't thinking about just how scarce skill gems and support gems would be when I got to the end game. So although I had the goal to respec my passive tree, it was a little bit difficult accommodating the switch because before I was leveling up with crossbows. Anyway, long story short, today we also got some new passives added to the tree around jewel clusters to give us more elemental stuff. So I was wanting to pick up the Ice Storm node, which allows me to be unaffected by chilled ground, but it is currently bugged. So I kind of just stopped here at Lightning Storm, gaining 6% of lightning damage as extra cold damage, being unaffected by shocked ground. This might not work properly. I don't know. I haven't really looked at shocked ground yet, but this provides a sizable damage bonus, honestly. And once this node comes back, I'll definitely be getting this for the quality of life, and it's also going to be pretty good. I'm assuming it doesn't work because it says no skills affected, but this one will work, so it should be fine. So I just took off some crits and whatnot. So my current staff is actually really good. I need to div slam it, but I need more divs to do that comfortably. And then if I miss the roll, I'll cry. So increased elemental damage is kind of the way to go in this league, because last league you were able to pay life for spells, but since they changed to Scattering Calamity to no longer have a mana cost, so the mana cost is 0, you can't pay 0 life and get the benefits of paying life for skills, unfortunately. So we're kind of relegated to one specific set of mods, unless you're using something like Archmage to forcibly pay life for skills. And it might be viable, but it's a little bit hard to sustain without his time of need that I was using last league to get like 4,000 life every second, which is kind of ridiculous, I'll admit that. So to compensate for that, I've been using the Covenant, which has been working out pretty okay with the spell damage leached as life. I did not actually like the Archmage playstyle. It was a little bit too rampy. It'll probably feel a lot more comfortable once I have a lot more mana, but I only have 2,500 now. It's really rough on 2,000 mana earlier. And so I've been using Trinity to pretty great effect, surprisingly, with the Painter Servant gloves. And I probably don't need the Runic Ward version, but this was when I was leveling up, I guess. Actually, I got this for the Monk, and so I just have been lazy about it because I wasn't expecting to use this as much as I have. My amulet is pretty crap. Most of my gear is pretty crap, regardless of what we're looking at. Like this, if it had some flat mana on it, it'd be great, but it doesn't, so it actually provides me less mana than the flat 163 from this, surprisingly enough. And yeah. Like, the gear isn't terrible, and we're still able to crush Alkin Go tier 15 maps pretty damn readily, especially with the powerful boss tablets and whatnot. But quick overview of the passive tree. It's pretty much the same as what I was using on the last league. I don't like cast on crit, so I'm not using it. Oh, I should take these off and... Okay. I have 2 wasted points there, but it's whatever. It's not whatever, but I'll leave it. No, I may as well take more.
What is it? Back to the forge with this one.
Just gonna go for the crit over here because it's pretty damn good. Because I forgot. I had those on when I was doing Archmage stuff, and I'll need to put those back if I ever do transition back to Archmage. So one of the weirder things that I found out was projectile acceleration seems to increase my DPS a lot more than what it says on the tooltips. So I think the issue that I was having with this before that I didn't realize is that it says supported skills have 40% more projectile speed, and increases and reductions to projectile speed also apply to projectile damage with supported skills. This is a projectile skill, so it should work. But for some reason, I was thinking the more also included the increases, but it doesn't. So I was probably using it wrong when I tested it out last league. So I went out of my way to get a little bit of extra projectile speed for spell skills here. And this seems to provide much more damage than the tooltip alludes to. I'll need to do some in-depth testing on that mechanic later, because I was going from needing 2 or 3 projectiles to kill monsters in some maps way earlier, not on like my current setup, to just kind of like one-shotting them, and I was so confused because this shouldn't have really competed with something like considered casting, which gives you 35% more damage. Like, I only have 12% plus 27% projectile speed, but it is way more effective. And I'm wondering if that's because of it just being a separate scaling vector. And if that's the case, it might actually be worth pathing down here to get these projectile speed nodes as well. I don't like having to take the essentially 2 dead stats to get there, but it might be worthwhile. It's just kind of hard to balance that against crit because of how overpowered crit is right now. So right now, my tooltip DPS says 81,000, which is a little bit misleading. When I do hit things with Trinity and start stacking up our affinities with Painter's gloves, it'll actually shoot up to like 160,000. So we almost like double our DPS, which is pretty damn incredible. I did discover that using Painter Servants with Elemental Conflux is a bit of a wash, but that's fine for now because I lack the spirit to include this. I need to have like 190 spirit total, but my amulet is really bad. When I was trying the Archmage stuff, I put on Hail Heart to increase my life recovery rate, so that way I could leech faster for when I was spending my life on spells. But with this current setup, I'm not really spending life that much, except for when I use Mana Tempest, and the leech just kind of completely negates the downsides of that. And so I'm able to stay topped off pretty well, and then when I'm not using Mana Tempest specifically, I will also overfill my life to get like an extra 50%. So I'll be at like 2,300 health due to life remnants that we also get from the Covenant. So this has actually worked a lot better than I was expecting. This is dirt cheap. I got my first Covenant for like 1 Exalt, and then I bought this one later because of the Chaos Resistance corruption. And my Chaos Resistance is at 48% right now. I'm kind of just in a bit of a transitory setup for my gear. We'll try to fix it all later. I do want to switch into getting an Ingenuity and mana stacking on the rings, especially potentially using a Calandra's Touch to really essentially pump up my extra health and damage pool with my mana. So anyway, that's a lot of long-winded stuff to just give you guys a bit of an overview of the current build. I'll go over my supports really quick before I greet everybody again. We have Sealan's Temper, which is goated for this skill specifically because of the extra projectiles. I'm using Escher's Prowess, which gives us 1 lightning skill level, which is just as good as the other lightning mastery one. But supported skills only rolled the minimum or maximum damage value for lightning damage. Sounded potentially too good to pass up because of the huge spread of lightning. Maybe eventually we will allocate or anoint something like Lightning Rod for 30% chance of lightning damage with hits to be lucky. We also have something over here. This could be good. The Spring Hair, 20% damage of enemies hitting you to be unlucky, 20% damage for your hits to be lucky. So you'd essentially roll your damage twice, and if you're only getting maximum and minimum, that'll be a huge boon to your damage because it always goes with the highest roll. So it's essentially like a 66% boost, I think. My math might be wrong because I'm not one of those kind of guys, so keep that in mind. So damage with hits is lucky against enemies that are on low life. I don't really worry about that just because something that's on low life, it's probably about to die soon anyway. Anyway, without horns, Shadwick, Platinum Chip, welcome back in, you guys. Without horns and cat scratches are healing. You've been playing with the felines. Anything else? Oh yeah, so in my weapon swap I'm still doing the same tech that I was last league, where I'm using the Whispering Ice, and I didn't even put in sockets because I think I did that at the end of the night one night and I was just too dead tired to think about it. We might be able to increase our exposure effect. Let me look real quick. No, that's an helmet. That's what I thought. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure out runes later. I just use it to proc a hit. I don't really use it for anything else. I'm using this because our elemental exposure on hit will increase, well, essentially decrease the enemy's total elemental resistances by 60%, which is absolutely ridiculous when the normal cap is 75%. With some supports like Potent Exposure, you're essentially maxing out on reducing the elemental damage or elemental resistances through exposure, and then we're also able to apply elemental weakness on top of that, I think. I'm not sure which gets calculated first, but we essentially never have to worry about elemental resistances when we have both of them going. I should probably put Deidre's tenure on there, but anyway. Like I was saying, with his Scattering Calamity, I forgot, we'll redo it. Sion's Temper, Escher's Prowess, we might do lucky stuff later. This I just put in to see how it was feeling. Compressed Duration 2, because we will be able to fire our actual projectiles faster, which is really good, but it's a little bit less damage than I think considered casting, but it could feel a little bit better quality of life, because we're still not really hitting our cap very often at all. I forgot to put quality on this. Holy crap. Okay. The reason why this is important is with the extra quality, you'll get 2% more damage for each previous well sprite fired in the sequence, and we should be able to get up to 12 well sprites, which doesn't really happen even with considered casting. So I might not need compressed duration really, but it just does feel a little bit smoother for mapping with packs, especially if you're getting mobbed. So it doesn't really matter. Beyond that, Zenith 2 is almost always free real estate unless you take a lot of hits, which just tends to be a bit of a skill issue or something like that, because we were able to top it off and kill things so quickly that we were usually at full health essentially. So just the increased mana cost efficiency is nice if you're doing the Archmage stuff, but we don't need to worry about that. Today, we just got a brand new patch which changed the support paradigm, so you might be able to swap out something like that one with Innervate. So gaining 25% of damage on shocking an enemy with supported skills. This is good for dual setups, but because we're essentially using a one skill build, it doesn't really matter that much. They also added lightning attunement to be able to be put onto spells and stuff now, so gain 25% damage as extra lightning, and they'll deal less cold and fire. That is currently bad with the Trinity setup because we'll be doing damage of every element. So our tooltip damage, we have a pretty even spread because of the painter's gloves. Normally it would just be pure lightning, so you could swap out the lightning stuff and then use the skill support gem that I was just talking about, lightning attunement, and there might be some other gem changes that sneaked in that I haven't looked at just yet, so I might need to do more testing on that front, but for now that's kind of what I've got. So on my staff we use Gorge, so that way I can get flasks for my thing. We also regain health and mana if I need to. Rapid casting efficiency, I had efficiency on this when I was sacking life to cast it. Ice Storm, I've been using this to apply the exposure, but I could probably do it on elemental weakness. I just don't want to use a perfect jeweler's orb on it. Potent exposure, rapid casting for faster, so I'm not stuck and I could be using my main skill more. Magnified area and life tap because of when I was using Archmage, so I could swap that around. Elemental weakness, potent exposure, life tap, first ground. Wait, no. I want life tap on both of these, so I don't actually hit my mana pool because they do have mana costs. So this is actually necessary because this is on my second skill set. And the reason why it's on my second weapon set points is so that way the duration of them doesn't get reduced to nothing. So our duration is 12 seconds. Whereas if it was in our first slot, it'd be extremely short. Okay, we could show it off with elemental weakness. So 15 seconds for elemental weakness versus 0.59 seconds. So it's an astronomical difference between the two, which is why weapons sets are very good. So weapon set 1 reduces skill effect duration, so that way we fire our orbs faster. Weapon set 2 makes our storms and curses last longer. And then we pump up our exposure through the passive tree with the flux capacitor, overexposure, increased exposure effect, and all that. So I think that's pretty good. Mana Tempest is for increasing our damage. So I have efficiency, so we don't use our life and stuff. Lightning Mastery, Rapid Casting, and Life Tap. Because I don't want that hitting mana, right? Okay. Then we had Mana Remnants, Remnant Potency 1, not 2 or 3, because Remnant Potency 1 is instant. The other 2 are delayed. And then Harmonic Remnants to get more Mana Remnants, and I need to level this up and whatnot. Then right now I'm using Trinity just with Lightning Mastery. I don't have the Spirit to give other supports. And I'm not using Elemental Conflux, but if I wasn't running Painter's Gloves, it would be good. The issue is if we have Painter's Gloves on plus Elemental Conflux, all of this gets, I think, converted into added elemental damage. So it kind of overwrites what's going on with the Painter's Glove. So you only get one type of Trinity affinity at a time of the elements. Whereas that wouldn't happen if you weren't splitting it all with this, I think. Because you'd be doing your normal flat damage with his Scattering Calamity, and then Elemental Conflicts would just be adding other types of elemental damage on top of it, which would stack well with Trinity, but just right now it doesn't work. So, okay. Sorry about the very long diatribe, but that'll all be available in the VOD if you guys are catching up live and are curious about the build. Also, welcome back in Chadwick and Meow Laser. And Undead. Chadwick, you're completely bewildered by the breakdown. Yeah, this is for people who are super invested into the game, or at least in this build. But if you don't play the game, it's all got to be super Greek. But the important bit is now we're done with yapping. We can go into the map. I might die because I haven't really been running 8 mods because there's kind of no reason to when I don't have all of my progression filled up. But let's see how this goes. So I started off by doing Mana Tempest, and it lingers for a little bit even if you're not in the storm, so it essentially makes your projectiles split, and it's just really good. It also increases your damage by a ton. And I just kind of periodically click the fire button, so that way I don't get slowed down too much. Because when you hold it, you just kind of go to a crawl of a wall. Without horns, you understood the part about paying health. That's about it. My condolences, brother. It was really fun putting this build together, even last league. I know other people had made one before me, but I didn't really look at their stuff. And it was when I was looking at... was it Crip? I think Crip made a video about less skill effect duration that it kind of made a light bulb go off in my head. I was like, wait a second. I can use this on something like Ember Fusillade. And then I remembered that this skill, his Scattering Calamity, always really interested me, but I couldn't think of a way to make it work. And then I just kind of remembered that it could work with this. I was like, oh my god, this skill can actually be viable. And so I just kind of went down my own rabbit hole, because I always wanted to make a mana stacker, but just didn't really have much of a reason to, because I didn't really care for a lot of the skills. So for this, I probably should have placed down a Hailstorm or in like some Cursed Ground to begin with. So that way if enemies start running at me, they get super exposed and stuff. Ooh, bit of lag. Right, so I must have missed the Delirium Super Mirror over here. Since what, gotta be down here. I don't understand this compass thing very well. Is this still my crossbow monk, or did I switch back to an older character? I switched to another character for this. Here we go. So because of this, we're gonna... What the hell? Oh, right. I don't think I fixed it. Well. Wait, no, I did fix it. It just wasn't on my bar. We're gonna get us a boss. I placed down all the ground plus my Mana Tempest. Make sure to stand into the boss effect. Uh-oh. I'm screwing around too much. My timer's going down. $18 hours for the game Summerfest. Are you looking forward to anything in particular, Undead? Hoping for some big announcements? Place down a Hailstorm on myself. While we get the breach going. And honestly, in open areas like this with the breach, you don't have to move around much because the skill auto tracks and it chains a bunch of times. When you use Mana Tempest, it splits. This build is kind of silly. Like, they made some really good nerfs to it, but it's still very, very strong, I think. And I'm not even in my final form yet. Granted, I did get like one of the best staffs you could possibly get, which was a little bit of luck. And if you guys are struggling to get your own staff, you can 3-to-1 them in the Recombinator, and you can occasionally get level 20 versions at times. Yeah. Dino Crisis from Capcom. I see. They did announce that, didn't they? I feel like that's not a fever dream that I had. Wait, what is this? I missed it. I don't really understand the new Delirium very well. I don't feel like I understand a lot of the new endgame mechanics. Kind of liked getting the emotions at the end of it, but maybe it's better that you get it as you go, so that way if you die, you don't rip your map. Maybe one day I'll look at my distilled emotions. Where'd they come from? No. Hey, Stella, how's it going? The originals, right? But yeah, I did fight Arbiter of Ash today. I absolutely destroyed him. It was kind of disgusting. And I'm still trying to gather footage for this league stuff, so when those times come, I will like switch the scenes and shut up for them. So that way I get good footage in case I ever need it for a video or something. But it'll be pretty obvious when that stuff's about to happen. So we have the boss DR. It should be winning, huh? There we go. Right. He has the deli resistance, doesn't he? That took longer than normal. He is technically a powered up boss, but we got him. Yeah, so that's just kind of been the build progression so far. Oh yeah, I should show off how much our damage spikes to. We have 8 monsters. That's not going to happen on this map. Stella table saws set off a "you're gonna trip and die horribly" switch in your head. I know what you mean.
This is what we have available.
That's not great when someone is teaching you how to use one. You said you were doing like an industrial arts, not whoops, an industrial arts education course or something. Maybe I don't think you said industrial arts, but something along those lines, right? Let's see what we have a sale.
I'll take it.
I don't know if this is good or not. No, okay.
Good fortune.
I've not used bows, so quivers are beyond me. I forgot to look at that.
This is what we have available.
Light radius E. The hell's this? Oh yeah, I meant YOLO.
What do you think?
Wait, I already have deli.
Hurry on.
And so yeah, that was a full mod map, surprisingly. That went super smoothly. Right now I'm just trying to path up to the very top so that way I can get the maximum modifier thing as quickly as possible. I know it's going to be locked off, but I don't have to wait. Introduction to trades. Okay, right. Dino Crisis went from survival horror to arcade action after one game, kind of like Resident Evil's afterward. Oh, kind of like Resident Evil on fast forward. Chadwick, that's why you don't watch Final Destination? Stella, you didn't remember anybody dying by table saw in a Final Destination movie? I think it's just the overall sentiment where you have like everyday things that just go wrong in the most tragic ways possible. I like the temple tablets just because it's very, very quick to do those. Need to have enough time to look at some of these rare beast modifiers. Okay, 3,600, 3,700 is about my max mana with the overflow. Try to remember that. You lag. What the hell? Oh no, maybe I touched shoulder ground. That makes more sense. Yeah, one of the things that I do worry about is the mana siphoning mods on monsters. That's kind of like one of the only super scary things that we see. They did just nerf the Abyss monsters. Those guys were pretty tough. I don't know how bad they are right now anymore. I've run into a couple, but I also got to the point in my build where I wasn't as worried about them to begin with anymore. But those lightning boys were screwing me up yesterday on my other character. They beat me so badly, I quit. Alright, no, we're having some weird rubber banding, I think. Let's get more beach dudes. Oh. Oh yeah, I need to double check to see if my Abyss progression got deleted. Because I killed Kulamak fully the first time around, and they said that he wasn't supposed to give you progression for each time you killed him. It was supposed to be for every encounter that you killed him. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, Abyss has been treating me well. What do we got? I'm really waiting for a beast to get Abyss imprisoned. So I stood in my Tempest too long, which is why my health went down so much, but it's fine. Still not done with Abysses. Now we're done. I'm not going to worry about the temple stuff, because who the hell is going to play at the temple? Hey, C-Doob, how's it going, brother? How are the Abyss monsters after the nerf? I'm not sure entirely, because on this character I've gotten to the point where I haven't had to worry about them too much. So it just depends on how hard they hit. Oh, he's in this map? Rock pools. Go. Yeah, once that boss DR rolls off, it helps a lot. I remember us being so discouraged the last league, being like, man, my damage sucks no matter what I do. Oh, right, boss DR. I was thinking about that. I feel like boss throttling would be better than just blanket resistance, because then you could bring down the top ends of builds, but also leave the bottom end okay. I think having flat DR is bad. I don't know exactly how it works, but...
Take your time.
This is actually decent. Not
Deal.
phenomenal, but decent.
Bring any stones you find.
Okay, we're at 30 already. Did I just exalt slam it? Really? A div for this? There's no way. Well, yeah, I guess because of the energy shield. Alright, may as well just... Do I really want to? It's good enough. Somebody else could figure this out. Yeah, I'll just leave it as is. 22, 24...
Hail.
I'll just sell it for like 40, I guess.
Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
All right. Chadwick, you listened to a thing about child labor laws being introduced in the UK, and some of the descriptions of accidents leading to those laws are horrifying. Oh yeah, there's a story behind any kind of office safety law. Maybe not office, occupational safety law. They're written in blood for a reason, they say. They do say that all safety rules are written in blood. Yep, there you go without horns. Chadwick, you really like conceptually panic horror as a genre as opposed to survival horror? Okay, yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like, even though I'm not that big of a fan of horror movies because I find a lot of them to be stupid and not all that scary, I do see a certain appeal in Final Destination if it didn't have as much of the, what do you call it, supernatural elements. Like, it still has some, like, fundamentally scary things to consider. Like, the log falling off the 18-wheeler on the highway. That can get you. You panic when you encounter 2 to 3 raptors in Dino Crisis. One raptor is more dangerous than a horde of zombies in Resident Evil, at least when it comes to the first game. I don't think I ever really played the Dino Crisis games. When I was a kid, I had a friend who was super into dinosaurs. And even though I liked dinosaurs, my friend kind of got annoying about it. I don't think he was autistic in retrospect. I think he just really... Damn it, I don't have anything irradiated. I don't want to buy a tablet. I think they're kind of ridiculously expensive right now. Brother, who buys things and transmutes? I feel like people are ripping each other off. Map also counts as a forest. Isn't this worth a lot of money right now? Like a lot of money? It's probably gone already. I'm going to click. No, it's still there. I don't know. Let's go this. I should watch The Thing. Paranoia on Who's the Imposter is great. I should watch... Oh, this only has 2 uses. What the hell, brother? I should watch The Thing. That is one that I never watched. Where is my Regals? I put them all away. That's the nice thing about being the Titan, just having access to the extra stash. Should probably keep a stack of Exalts on me now as well. For strong boxes. Because even though I don't have everything, I'm starting to get a lot more loot. Like, I've been regularly getting divines from abysses, even like to a map, which is kind of obscene. They were joking when they said they made divine orbs more common.
Hesitation.
The hero returns to slaughter the masses.
Deli mirrors on shimmering shores is pretty hard to see. I feel like they made the delirium visual effects even worse this patch. Oh, this isn't an expedition, isn't it? Alright, no.
I'm not ready. Face me.
Yeah, we're at the point with the build where I'm not really bothering to look at map mods, which is always very comfy. But I still will throw a hailstorm on the emerging abyss monsters just in case. Oh wait, pig. Okay. Oh, so my damage, I think I have the lingering effects of the Mana Tempest, is currently 200,000 compared to like the 80,000 that I showed early off in the hideout. Final Destination was an Exile X-Files thing first? I didn't even know about that. You can tell the first one started as an X-Files script though, especially that the first one where it looks like a suicide. I will say when I was a kid, X-Files did kind of creep me out a little bit too much, but I was also like a literal child then. It was also just kind of slow, so I couldn't appreciate it. And now X-Files is kind of old enough where it's kind of hard to go back to it because I know a lot more about science and I'm a lot more skeptical about paranormal type stuff. But I feel like I just missed the... I don't want to say quintessential age, but essentially what would have been the quintessentially best age to watch it. So yeah, I was able to get 91% elemental resistances reduced on the normal mobs, and we had 75% on the rare mod. They gave the Exiles a lot more health this patch. Could you imagine us having a million health? Need to go back down, get that other mirror thing that I missed. How did I miss this? Also need to clear out the abyss. Will I check out the reboot? Wait, are they rebooting Final Destination or the X-Files? Oh, the thing, maybe? I hope say you have a good night or day for you. Thanks for joining us and take care. Anthony. This feels bad moment when you open something and nothing comes out. So I wonder if we have a boss abyss. This will probably be faster. Speaking of X-Files and stuff, that reminds me, I still need to catch up on all those episodes of Black Mirror I haven't seen. We're researchers. Ooh, extra physical damage aura? She might be worth taming. Hey, we got the div. That's why we had to get that. She's a humanoid, damn it. Wait, they're redoing the X-Files? Who is Ryan Coogler? Chadwick, nobody's gonna be ever better than Gillian Anderson. You had the crush on her, I remember. Oh yeah, the new Delirium changes, one of the things that I absolutely love is if you have too many items and you're trying to pick stuff up, the dude will talk for you instead of your character. He's like, you can't pick that up. You're carrying too much. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, the map boss.
Did you not see that coming?
No, I didn't. I wasn't paying attention. The fact that he also taunts you for being bad is really funny. And I'm playing absolutely terribly. There we go.
I need more time.
You've broken my toys.
Oh god, I almost died. Correction, I did died. No, did I lose the precursor relay? Because that's technically the boss. Okay, now it's still here. Does this do damage you? Okay, no. Damn it, I missed those maps and whatever else he dropped. We still got a dib from this map, though. He's a guy whose movies have never lost money. I feel like I've heard of him, but I'm really bad at recognizing directors. There's a couple that I know, but I don't know like their entire filmographies. Like the extremely big names like Spielberg, Scorsese, Kubrick. And the booty.
Take your time. For now, we part.
Ryan Coogler at Disney Fox. Yo, can I direct some X-Files? Disney Fox. You've made us almost $2 billion. Sure. He did Black Panther 1 and 2, Sinners, the Creed movies. Oh, okay. I've actually seen a lot of those, surprisingly. I haven't seen Black Panthers 2. I've not seen Sinners. I've heard, you know, good things, obviously. And the Creed movies, I've only seen the first one. I was very pleasantly surprised by... Because, I mean, it's a Rocky movie, and if you go in having high cinematic expectations of Rocky, I don't know what to tell you other than, yo, Adrian. Although, to be fair, I do think that the very first Rocky is pretty special and stands up very, very well on its own. But then, like all of the other Sylvester Stallone movies, it just kind of gets a little bit flanderized. Especially by Rocky 3. Rocky 3 is kind of where it really falls off for me. The stupid-ass robot. See, that's the type of situation where it's good to have the other compressed duration on instead of considered casting. And I get super slowed from chilled ground.
I need more time.
That will leave a mark.
Where'd she come from? Shroudwalker, that explains everything. Here's $50, go make an X-File. What is he? Elon Musk? He's really tanky. I need to go back to the start of the area, I guess. Oh no, we got it? Okay. Should have stood in the anchors. Abandoned and occupied by the undead? What is that? Like, is this good? What is abandoned? Monsters are replaced by undead. They have a 50% chance to drop non-equipment items instead of equipment. 25% increased chests. Weird. He did Hannibal, the movie or the TV show? What the hell is this delirium thing? Like, this is supposed to tell you how close you are to something? Oh, you just kind of go in there. I don't understand this. This is the most convoluted ass quote-unquote compass I've ever seen. I don't understand the point of ending the delirium sooner. Which does not make sense as a mechanic anymore. I forgot to pick up other items. Hold on. Oh no, this is a body armor.
Watching treasure. Carry on.
Described ultimatum. Ew. I should have gone to the left. What am I doing? Actually, I love the channel. Like a linear path. Oh no, I was thinking of Ravine, wasn't I? Well, not Ravine, the other one. The one with the snake lady at the end.
No challenge.
This has the fire boy. The sad boy. Who's the mama, don't love him. Split on this is, whoops, oh. They're trying to kill me? It's kind of obscene. It turns one projectile into two, which chains 4 times. And we can fire up to like 10 projectiles at a time. So 20 projectiles, each chaining 4 times. That's actually disgusting. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
My king nears.
Oh, that's what happens when a map doesn't have delirium on it. Holy crap. Let's try to find the breach so that way we can get our hive blood and whatnot. Might also be able to get a map to be overrun with breach. I don't have all of my breach points done yet. Hell yeah. Okay. Hey, Looper, how's it going? Watch the breach be up there. Wasn't trying to full clear the map. I'm trying to do this quickly. Oh, never mind. Hashtag worth. For you guys who don't play Path of Exile, Divine Orbs are essentially the de facto trading currency unit in the game. And they're worth a lot of value in terms of being able to purchase items from other players. They almost deleted me. What the hell? Oh, for your cooking? What are you making? Ow. Anyone see the trailers for the J.J. Abrams End of Oak Street movie? It sounds a little familiar, but I couldn't tell you.
Artillery's an art, and I'm a bloody artist.
It's not J.J. Abrams. He's just a producer. Pasta salad. There's a lot of different types of pasta salad. Ooh, this will be good for somebody. Maybe I should just Exalt Slam and hope for the best. Elemental damage? It's a low roll, but somebody might still want that. I think I'll put it up for like 15.
What's new? Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
This is what we have available. I'll take it. Bring any stones.
Let's just Exalt Slam it. Damn it. It's worse. I'll just put it up for like 20.
I'll do what I can to sell it for you.
It's the guy who made It Follows. I don't follow. Do they connect in the back? They kind of do. No, they don't. That's so annoying. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. Bro, this is so ass. I'm sorry. Like, there's just so many filler maps. 1, 2... Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, essentially, just to do one. And now we're gonna have to do another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8, 9, 10. So 19 maps just to get to this guy. They should have made all of this grand projected, so you didn't have to run every single one, so players could focus on the maps that they wanted, or they could do it sequentially if they're trying to level up. The Patriarchals. Don't know what those are. Oh, this might have been the map that I was thinking of. Canyon, not Ravine. Any old YouTube horror short is evidently grounds for making a Hollywood film now. It's exactly like the T-Rex in my backyard did from a while ago. I mean, don't you dare slander Sharknado. Oh, I forgot to use this. Although this isn't a city map. No, this is not the map I'm thinking of. This one has the beast at the end. Never want to underestimate when those dudes explode. There's so many explosions that I just wait for so long that I don't need to wait as long as I think. Alright, we don't actually really have endgame content in this. Or league content, rather.
Starts with a tingle, then the screaming begins. Front!
Wasn't trying to grab that. There.
I'm not ready.
Y'all seen Tammy and the T-Rex? I have not. Sounds like Howard the Duck. Wait, that wasn't a boss? Okay, yeah, I guess it was purple. Uh-oh. I got stunned! Oh, those aren't real corpses. Let's heal up before we fight the guy. So he always jumps when he starts. Probably put Ricochet on.
You've broken my toys. You don't have room for that.
So we can't go up there yet. Ooh, shrines get worshipped by an exile. I like shrines because they can speed us up. Meow coming in hot with that bad movie recommendation. It Follows had a sexually transmitted demon, an STD, what? That, and the one chick has a sick clamshell e-reader? Had Paul Walker and Denise Richards. What the hell? Well, for onions attacking your eyes, make sure you don't wipe your eyes with your hands. You've been cutting the onions. That may have happened to me a time or two.
Quachic treasures.
Allegedly, it is said.
I'll find a use for it.
Ooh.
Deal.
Oh, this damn thing. How are we not finding anything? Do I... There's no way this is that messed up. Oh, I put normal, not magic. Really? Damn. And I was excited. Specifically 5143. It's only 5x. Damn. What's the implicit on this? Slip strike? No, it's just not really worth that much. So I guess we just Regal Slam? Rip. Okay.
Don't spend it all at once.
Bring any stones you find.
Goodbye.
Alright, so for the next map, since I haven't done this type of story thing, I'm going to switch the scene so the chat won't be on the screen. I also won't talk to potentially just have pure unadulterated footage. Patriarch Halls. One cannot create life without the power to take it. Oh, we get 7 points for this. Hell yeah, okay. No, that's wrong. Let's make this full screen if I can.
Ancient Guardian, I will cut you down!
A rarity, and all mine. We are close now. I can feel it.
Okay. That was a little bit easy. I may be a little bit overscaled for this content so far. So we have 6 points. Helmets may be found as exceptional items. Wait, you don't normally get exceptional items? What the hell? I take exception to that. Gloves. Body armor. Weapons, shields, and foci. Boots. Definitely want to get exceptional boots. Oh my god. Helmets are really good. Rogues can escape and upgrade. It's these ones that were out of the way. Okay. Don't care about those just yet. Possessed essences release their spirit. That's interesting. Wait, what? When corrupting rare essence monsters immediately releases them, they are instead immediately killed? What? Did they forget some words in that? I guess this one might be worth getting now. Anyway. Paul Walker was the worst actor of his generation. You're not glad he isn't around, but you're glad you no longer have to suffer from his presence. He dated a 16-year-old in his 30s. Not even like 30. Not that that's good, but that is rough. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Stella, a 25-year-old, once asked you out when you were 16, and you're like, I'm 16? And he was like, so what? And you're like, can you please go so I can go back to mopping the floor? Jeez. I remember walking with a friend of mine when we were 14, and some dudes stopped in the middle of the street to catcall her, and she was like, I'm 14, and they're like, oh shit, and then they like peeled out from us. It was an interesting experience. I forgot to do that. Okay. What's a 33-year-old gonna do socially with a 16-year-old for a date? Give you a break. His defenders are crazy.
What do you think?
For now, we part.
Had the boss one on. Two extra mods might be bad. I probably should save that. I should probably take this one off. Then I saw the Jin Barya and almost thought it was a divine for a second. Could probably turn up my sound. I don't remember if I took off divine crowns completely from this loop filter. Just like, you've gotten me excited too many times. The Abyss dudes are still kind of tanky. Did you mention he was a terrible actor as well? If you think that's bad, wasn't Jerry Seinfeld like 37 when he dated that 17-year-old high schooler? Like, he picked her up from high school. Like, ugh. Brother. With money does not come sense. I don't know if this is good or not. Oh, this is actually pretty decent. Alright, we'll do that one. I didn't look at the mods. Wasted. He has a temporal bubble, it's invisible. Hell yeah. I think that's my first div from one of those. Super lag. Okay, that was all the Abyss. Is this a diamond and a gloom? Or is it just a diamond?
Can stand the heat.
See a monkey? I think I was gonna go with the rogue exiles next. Either that or the essence things. Kind of want to do the essences for looking for tamed beasts, but it's better to go for the rogues because they can drop Hearts of the Well. So I've already gotten 2 somehow. Oh no, we're about to level up. If I level up 2 more times, I'll need to replace my amulet. I do have enough divines now that it shouldn't be too bad, honestly. Palsteron's doing the totem build still, right? Maybe I shouldn't just auto-delete totem things.
Poetic treasures.
Ooh.
Deal. Bring in those you find.
Damn it. Yeah, that's not too good. That's very surprising. Just 5? Hold on. Really?
Yes? Oh, it's you.
I'm sure someone will want that.
Deal. Good fortune.
Actually, somebody might want charm effectuation, right? Probably not, but the one charm slot is kind of a big bummer. 10x? Good enough for me.
Yes?
Is that a good price for that? I have no idea.
Being able to freehand a perfect circle is the real magic of Full Metal Alchemist, for real, man. I'm envious of people who can do that. My lines are all wobbly and crap. Like I'm a recovering drunk alcoholic. Waystones. Effectiveness. Okay, this is pretty good. Gonna hydrate. What is Roy short for in real life? I didn't realize there's a truncated name. Fauntleroy? Royce is a good guess. You could perceive it being Ronald or something random.
Steel yourself.
But this is all news to me. Actually, Galvanic line. Wait, what level is it? 19? Whatever. Alright, so we have one more crit node to pick up, right? This will help us with Trinity, I think. But, didn't they change this? Okay, that's the same. And they added mana cost efficiency. This might be worth picking up eventually if I do Archmage stuff. Cold nodes here. I think we're running out of crit. I'll need to switch this. Or this. Could just do this, duh. Easy solution for now. Then up here we go. About. Hey, Victoria Stainton. Chechi, welcome into the stream. Is there a link for the current character? Actually, that's a good question. I don't have one. I could potentially make one with POB. So give me a minute and I'll get that for you. I do kind of have a godly staff. I got really lucky with some of my rerolls and whatnot. Give me a second here while I open Path of Building. And yeah, Without Horns is correct. There isn't a link at the moment, but I did explain it in really great detail at the beginning of the stream. If you want to check that out. To reauthorize. Error. Oh. I know what the problem is. I have the new passives in, so this is breaking it. I don't think I can make a POB right now super easily. Once I go back to town, remind me, or like once I finish this map, and then I will unallocate the new passive points. Actually, I don't even know if POB can import right now, so you might be a little bit stuck. I can give you the POB of my last character. It's a little bit different. But the general idea is the same, except for right now I'm using Trinity instead. Or my old Mobalytics guide. Okay. There we go. Sorry, that is not current. That character is completely cracked. Has like 5,000 mana. Right now I have 2,400. Just as a bit of a reference point. And one of the biggest differences is I'm not using Moyer Invictus or stuff like that. I'm using the Covenant because we can't use Time of Need. I'm not using Archmage, so it's not really mana intensive right now. And one of the biggest differences is you can't use spell damage converted, or you can't use increased damage with spells that cost life on this staff unless you're using Archmage or some other way to add a cost to this spell, because they changed the way that his Scattering Calamity works. So I'm using Trinity with the Painter's Servant right now to get all 3 affinities, because my amulet is trash and I don't have very much spirit. I only have 130 right now. And otherwise we could potentially use Elemental Conflux without Painter's Servant to generate our different types of energy for Trinity. So I looked at my tooltip DPS earlier. In the hideout, it's about 80,000, which is not what you're going to get once you start hitting things. But after I fought a boss, it spiked up to 200,000. I think because I might have still been under the effect of Mana Tempest. But this has been pretty smooth once I finally got enough levels and a good staff. But my staff is probably worth like 80 to 100 divine right now, unless you just get the good luck with what's his name, Kulamak's avatar, Vessel of Kulamak.
Your fight ends here.
Maybe one day I'll remember what all of these do. Oh yeah, and you're welcome, by the way.
Now fight.
am I so damn slow? You tried a Chaos version, only level 87, and it could only get the tooltip DPS to roughly 35,000. You'll try this out. The Chaos version is really rough because you'll need a way to convert all of your lightning damage to Chaos to begin with. And you can use the original Sin Ring, but it's really janky. You'll end up losing out on a lot of resistances. And mana stacking tends to be a little bit better because you get to scale, which will essentially be your max tankiness as well as your damage. But those ones are much more expensive. If you do buy Unborn Liches from the trade, as long as the staves are not corrupted, you can 3-to-1 these in the Recombinator. So all of these are trash. You could literally buy every single one of them and get a free chance to re-roll them. You can even get these to upscale to level 7. Well, they won't upscale to 17, but they can roll from 17 up to even 20. I got extremely lucky. I bought a level 21 and I missed on that one, and then this one I recommed. So this is only my second level 20 that I rolled on, and I managed to get like the perfect roll. I just need to div slam it to make it better eventually. Maybe I'll do that later tonight on stream for the lulz. Although maybe I won't do that until I kill the... what's called? Arbiter of Divinity. I was thinking Avatar. Not like Aang Avatar, but anyway. Oh, he actually hit me with that? Disintegration. Don't need those anymore. I mean, I do, but I don't. Damn it, this is Expedition. Ooh, an Essence of the Abyss. It's a Quadrilla, is a bubonic trail. I might try to capture this for the memes. Too bad I can't add more modifiers to them directly, right? No, okay. I'm still going to try to capture him because I'm curious how this is going to function. We did not capture him. It's been missing. I wonder if it's tied to level. Ooh, Divine Orb. I really don't feel like doing Expedition. Never mind. Okay, no, we're fine. Foundations. Oh, that one. Do I need to recom level 20 to get to 20 back? No, that's RNG. I would not recommend doing a 20 unless you miss and can't sell it at all. Because it's more likely to downscale. Like, I recommed maybe like 30 or 50 ones before I managed to get a level 20. But make sure you use Omens of Abyssal Echoing if you can. If you're trying to hit the rolls. The very important rolls to look out for are the first one, which can get the Scattering Calamity. Then the second roll is very important because that will allow you to get the elemental damage. The third roll isn't as important because you'll more likely get skills firing as projectiles, spell cost converted to life. It's whatever. But then the last one is important because that's when you can get the spell damage per 100 maximum mana to show up. And this is something I only learned from experimenting this league. I didn't have to go that in depth last league. But I will try to make an updated video for this at some point. with exhaustive level of detail. If you haven't seen my video from last league, I made a video guide for this build. It doesn't work properly anymore because of the time of need nerfs. But a lot of the supplementary info is still the same. That's Armorer.
How long do you think
Oh.
you'll last?
You can get her in the ritual. Come back in, lady. I'm pretty sure she'd still count as being in the ritual, but I want to be a little bit safe with it. Okay, now we're good.
Trouble only spreads the poison.
She's back. Anything good? What is this? Prayers for rain. Here is anguish. That's dead. Every time I see the black dot, I always get a little bit excited and think it's the Raven one. My ritual stuff has not been upgraded at all, which is why it's so crappy. Oh, he's undead. I don't know why the curse didn't go down, but whatever. Hey, we got Beer's English. Good thing I didn't get it from the damn ritual. I think I just did the essence thing, right?
I have a buyer.
Yes.
How can I help?
What? Ah. It's the price of convenience sometimes.
Take your time. Deal.
This one could be good.
Don't spend it all at once.
What the hell? Why the disparity? Alright, it's pretty much trash.
Magic treasures.
Well, maybe it's not trash.
As
I'll
you
Exalt Slam, maybe
wish.
we'll win. Ooh, level of melee skills. I'll do like a 5x.
Don't spend it all at once. Bring any tomes you find. Yes.
I'll do what I can to sell it for you.
Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but oh well. So it doesn't matter which way I go. So I might go to the port. Although the port's annoying, so is the mine shaft in a way. I feel like the port is more annoying. Although I like the port because it reminds me of going to... I can't think of the name. The Act 3 town in Path of Exile 1.
Weakling! You honor me.
Hope that was a baby ritual. Oh. Uh-oh, I got frozen. Vile vultures still scare me. They're still very fast. In 0.2, I had a Vile Vulture as a companion. It didn't do any damage, but it was able to keep up with my Deadeye, stacking a lot of movement speed, which was very nice. I think that one had the haste aura on it. Why is it still glowing? Oh, damn, I need to go that way? Okay. It doesn't connect. It's telling me to go that way, but I can't. So I have to go down. I saw that ice and noped down. I was like, nope, I'm gonna slip. Gotta respect just how aggro those are. It's a little bit sad that they still don't leap at you from off the screen. Too bad these crabs are so damn slow because having additional projectile sounds could be good, but they also deal 0 damage. Wait, somebody was talking at me. Thorn at the death.
Swing and a miss.
Come on, buddy.
Can't hit what you can't see. Look, I let you do it.
You getting power charges from that? Really got 1,000 from this app. 2 rondels of fragility. The sunken vessel? I don't think I've ever seen this. Converts all armor to evasion. Oh, isn't this new? Physical damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky. This is kind of interesting. I'm really like 50 tribute short. Oh, that was only 3. I thought that was my last one. Whoopsies, rip.
Fear will best you.
That was done with me. Oh my god, rip my frames. There they are. Wait, why did it make the important noise for this? No?
This was made by a skilled artisan.
Cannot be poisoned. This seems really bad. Wait, Quaddle's moat? It's Val. So it can be Val? Maybe it's not bad. Especially if you upgrade it. I goofed it. Oh, it's a sand jerk. No, it's not. I'm blind. How many recoms did it take for me to until it gave me a level 20? Probably between 30 and 50. And I mean like full-on recoms with 3 different staffs, not just like that many stabs. Chadwick, you were dehydrated all day. You worked out in the sun, then took a 4-mile walk, then ate a salty-ass dinner. You drank like 60 ounces of water in the last 3 hours. You don't know how to feel now? Probably not good. It's just kind of sloshing around in you if you haven't let it distribute through your body properly. You might need some actual electrolytes with it. Still thirsty but deeply uncomfortable? Yeah. You might need electrolytes. Like a Gatorade. Or actually chocolate milk would probably help you a lot.
Aquatic treasures. Don't spend it all at once.
Wait. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Carry on.
Isn't that just salt? Yeah, but it depends on like the form of salt that you're having it with. So if you're just having like something that's salty and water, your body doesn't absorb it as readily because it's not natively in the liquid sometimes. It's like weird chemistry, biology stuff that I don't know as much about as I would like to.
Take your time. Deal.
But effectively, electrolytes are like salt. Trying to think of a better way to explain it. It's like the difference between eating the individual ingredients of a meal versus like blending it up in a smoothie, or having a smoothie versus its individual ingredients. Becomes a little bit easier for the body to process. When it's like already bound to the liquid. But I could be wrong. Somebody might know better. Brondo has what plants crave. It's got electrolytes, exactly. But if you've already gotten too much salt, then it probably won't help. Might need to close the game and restart it, because the frames be dropping a lot more regularly now. Honestly, outside of the first day, which I legitimately thought there was something wrong with this computer because of how poorly the game is running, but it seems like there's more server issues. It's been very, very stable. I have a feeling they're still going to get absolutely slammed when they fully release and go free to play when 1.0 comes live. But honestly, their League's launches have been surprisingly smooth for the most part. They do a pretty good job of patching things within a day or so. I literally got nothing for that. Rip. Yeah, we're just gonna restart. Well, maybe not. Maybe just being a new map and also having Delhi on top doesn't help.
That one.
Like how he makes fun of me for being bad.
Mine to claim.
I will actually go hydrate, so I will be back in a minute. I'll try to remember to actually run ads or something, because I never do that, and so that way you guys shouldn't get slammed when I come back soonish. So I will be right back. And this is why I tend to not parry. It's because I'm trash. I done goofed. I felt like I should have blocked that. Anyway, I should probably rely more on dodging, and then I was just slow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there's a spot to stand. Okay, that's kind of nice. I should have dodged. I felt like I was way early for that. Alright, yeah, I screwed up. Lie or die? Gotta go for it. Oh, that's different. I don't remember him actually taking his head off. He's kicking my ass now. Oh, I was not expecting that direction. I'm gonna die. See, I felt like I blocked way too early, but I felt like I blocked in time, but apparently that wasn't time enough. Oh, I was way too early with that, apparently. I felt like I probably should have stopped and died again just to get a bit more practice, though, to be honest. I wonder... Oh, I should probably, like, quick step more, huh? Now, I wonder if that, like, trivializes a couple things. My block was off. Okay. Lie or die. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. I'm definitely getting a lot better at parrying. I felt like I should have blocked that. Oh, it's got a shiny ass. I should probably hit that like a baboon. Oh, that's different. I'm gonna die. I was hoping. Alright guys, now I am back. I also forgot that I had Path of Building up on the other monitor, so that may have been slowing me down. Hopefully it's a lot better. Also, Victoria, you ran out of gold 25 for combinations later. I believe it. That was happening to me early as well. I'd get like 100,000 gold at a time to try to buy some staves and then re-combo and then run out. Can't believe GGG wants me to actually play the game. But for what it's worth, even if you don't get a perfect staff, you can make do with a worse staff in a lot of ways.
Feel my wrath.
Super projectile blockers. Oh wait, I can't really leave stones unturned in this stupid biome I've discovered. Oh.
The voices warned you about him.
Oh, this is where it was. Damn it. Because I exited in the middle of the map. But I don't think I...
Thank the first ones.
Okay, I didn't
The
come this
fog
way.
is clearing.
Well, I ripped the deli. Wait, was the timer going when I was offline? You want Chadwick to have kidney stones, Meow? It's messed up. When I was in middle school, we had a gym teacher who got kidney stones. They say that they found him like passed out in their like gym office thingy. So that kind of low-key terrified me. Essence of the Breach. I think this might be my first Essence of the Breach. I don't want to get rid of the Essence of the Breach, so we're not going to avail this one. Oh, and a perfect Essence of Battle. I wasn't even looking at that. Hell yeah. Removes a random modifier and augments a rare with a new guaranteed. Jewelry plus max quality. Ah, that's what that one does. Okay. Hey, big bearded bear. Welcome on in. You were watching a read more book guide and you mentioned the Dark Souls guy. The moment you came to learn I'm also on Path of Exile, you come right back to stream. Crazy. You knew that cool username was familiar? Nice. Yeah. Reed is a real one. He is a G. He and I play a lot of similar builds. Definitely a great guy in the Path of Exile build space. I hang out in his chat quite a lot when he's online when I can. Like to ping ideas off of him and vice versa. Yeah, so although this build is not a crossbow build, the build that I was playing a couple days ago for like a week, or well, it hasn't been a full week since the game came out, or the patch came out, it was also a crossbow build. I could potentially scale it into the end game, I just didn't want to because I feel like my progression's fallen behind doing 2 different characters. And there were some more shenanigans that I needed to figure out, and that seemed a little bit more time intensive than I wanted to put in at the moment. But I think there's some really promising stuff with martial artist crossbow things. Especially with the Grips of Winter and all that. Also, if they ever fix Voltaic Barrier, that'll go super well with crossbow stuff. But yes, I like Path of Exile. I like the Soulsborne games, quite a lot of them. Pretty much games that make you think in one way or another, I guess. Like this one makes me think about builds, and they're like puzzle pieces that always need to be put together. Dark Souls lore is like that. And then this game's combat mechanics are a little bit more Souls-like as well. I do think some people play it up, but can't necessarily deny it.
None may leave this accursed island.
I didn't see the end of it, edge of it.
Do not believe his lies.
He motivated you to start your own build for the first time on a guy? Hell yeah. Yeah, that video is very nice. It kind of surprised me that it did as well as it did, because his philosophy is very similar to mine, but I guess some people just need the encouragement to know that it's fine to go with a build of their own. Even if it isn't the best build in the game, you can still have a lot of fun building, which is pretty much how I've always played the game. Like, if I'm making a build, I might look up some info about like skill interactions to see if there's something that I haven't considered, because there's a lot of knowledge about these games that's either easy to forget or to not always just think of. I guess that's the same thing, or just not be aware of. Like, I don't know how anybody's going to learn about timeless jewels on their own.
Can I help?
What do you think?
But I'm very glad for him that his channel is doing some numbers finally. Maybe it's worth investing into.
Don't spend it all at once.
How do I plan to work in Archmage? So once I get more mana, I'm thinking that the damage that I'm doing from Leech will, or just the damage, will be high enough that I'll be able to Leech in fine. I can show you how it works with Archmage, but I was actually getting better success with Trinity, I think partially just because my mana isn't as high as I want it to be, like only having 2,500 right now. So right now my tooltip DPS is 83k. Take off Archmage, or Trinity, it's still 83k because it relies on the affinities to boost it. Archmage brings us to 151. But I'll go into another map in a second and show off some of the differences. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at this. Just 1x. Not really worth it.
Magic treasures.
Unless...
I'll find a use for it. Bring any tomes you find.
I'll go do the Twilight Reliquary Gamba for the memes. But right now, I'm using the Covenant, and the Leech is good enough. Oh no, did I level up again? Okay, no I didn't. Wait, where did I... What's up with my spirit?
Reverence or plunder?
Oh, because of Archmage. Right, the quality. I forgot. Used to just having Trinity in. Watch it be not a Mega Blood. Of course. Is there any way to search for the ore with the new trading you and your friends couldn't figure out how? What are you trying to look up specifically? One way you can have a pseudo ore is to use the weighted sum. So for example, let's do boots with movement speed. 35. Weighted sum, you could do max mana. Let that be 1. And then say you want your resistances, you could put in all 4. And weight them. If you have a specific resistance or other stat that you want to weight in more, you can say that these are all weighted equally, but you want to put double the value on chaos. So chaos will count for 2 points, and then you can have a minimum value. So like, let's look this up. Right now, our sum is 0. If you click the highest one, it'll organize it all. So 341 of the value stats that we input. So max mana, each mana point that I have is individually 1, so that's 259 right there, which is kind of cracked. You might not want to have this at 1, increase the others relatively. You have 38 points from cold res, lightning, fire, and stuff, so that might help you. Weighted sum is phenomenal, especially when you start doing things like making your max value be 1 divine orb. So we could get this. I should probably buy this, honestly. This pair of boots with 179 mana, lightning resistance, movement speed, and chaos resistance for 1 divine. And this is kind of the best of the input values that we have. Victoria, you worked in Archmage by dropping Mind Over Matter and getting a chest to 60% damage taken from. Then you got the rest on the tree. Oh, right. Okay. The very basics. My fault. My fault completely. If you're using Archmage, you don't want to have any of your spell costs coming from your mana, because you can use mana remnants to overflow it, and this will act as your health pool. So you essentially want to turn your mana into blue life and your life into red mana by using a support gem such as Life Tap or Atalui's Bloodletting. Atalui's Bloodletting is better because it allows you to deal damage. Whereas Life Tap is just kind of always a bit of a loss. Life Tap will have your supported skills mana cost converted to life. And the same thing with Atalui's Bloodletting, but Atalui will also have 2% of your damage get turned into extra physical damage per your 20 life that you spend. But the spending is coming from the Archmage itself. It does stack that way. So it's not a lot of damage, but it's better than none at all. Alternatively, you can get an Unborn Lich Staff. Life converted mana cost. Nope. Mana and life. Is it spell mana cost converted to life? Yeah, okay. With part of the spell mana cost converted to life on it instead of something like the extra projectiles when you cast a spell. And then right now it's only 59%. You want to have 100%. You can get some more life cost converted on the tree. So there's 3 nodes here, which will give 12%, 22%, and 25%. 47, 59, 69 total from that cluster right there can easily get you over the 100% cap. So that way you don't need to use Life Tap or Asa Louise Bloodletting and can use a better support such as Zenith 2 or Projectile Acceleration. Although this one's a little bit finicky. But then we can show you in a map just to... give you a better idea. So I've currently not liked the way the Archmage has been going with my Leech because I think my damage isn't high enough. Especially when we're adding Mana Tempest on top of it. If I was doing Archmage, I might run Dominus Grasp instead and keep in Concussive for bossing.
Are you sinking?
Oh, I don't have the right setup on. I forgot because I have Archmage on. I gave you this entire... So that'll be what happens when you have Archmage with out converting life to... or mana to life. I did that on purpose. I meant to do that. So now our costs will be converted entirely to life, so our mana stays topped off. Hey, thank you, Global. Appreciate that. So now we're doing our normal Archmage stuff. But the Leech just isn't quite good enough, I think. I also have a Jewel on my character, which increases my Leech rate, but it just wasn't up to snuff. But yeah, I think Archmage might kind of be dead. So I went with Trinity. Even with Compressed Duration, I think I might go with Considered Casting again. With this, we have 98k. But as soon as I start hitting enemies, it's going to change. So right now it's at 135. Now I'm able to cast Mana Tempest on top of that. Gives me 226. So I'm actually getting more damage with this setup than Archmage. I'm also tankier. So this might be the way to go for now. Yeah, I thought that as well, Uber. It's a little bit different, but it does like Toshio Mihune's Miyamoto Musashi, doesn't it? For the Onimusha. You could definitely tell that they took his trilogy as inspiration, which is probably my favorite series of samurai films, honestly. Particularly the second one. The duel at... what was the temple's name? Ichijoji? No, duel at Ganyu Isle. What's the second one's name? I can't even think of it. Silly monk. It's confirmed that it's his face? Oh, really? I thought it was just heavily inspired. That's crazy. The gameplay is fine, but his face is very cute. Chadwick, your cat is named after his Kikuchi? Yeah, hell yeah. I didn't realize it was named after her specifically. If we aren't converting the spell cost, is the Altar Robe required then? Actually, no, but honestly, I've been enjoying it. I came to the realization that if we're getting an additional 50% of our life pool from overflowing our health, that's essentially... Okay, let's do the math right now. I have almost, what, 800 life? Could you imagine getting an extra 800 energy shield? Of course, the passive chi would scale it a little bit better. So until you get something like an Aziri's Splendor, I think this is very, very good. And it has the added benefit of whenever I use Mana Tempest, I can just leech back what I'm losing almost immediately. So I think it's actually still pretty damn viable. Up until you get to the point where you want to start, like, mirror crafting your character. So, this is not the direction I was expecting to take this character. I mean, it kind of was after the time of need nerfs, but it might actually be better in some ways than the original. Nah, it's probably a little bit of cope, because just Archmage you scale harder. Well, I guess not. I just wasn't using Mana Tempest enough in that original build. But even without Archmage, just the staff being able to scale off of either mana or something else can be very powerful. You could potentially make a life variant of this build at this point. I know other people have done that on their blood mages and whatnot. Oh yeah, this guy. You slapped me.
The corpses pile up.
What is the name for that emoji? Grunt? I have no idea. I feel like the way that YouTube names their emojis is very unintuitive.
This is what we have available.
They're like trying to do legally distinct so they don't get sued or something. It definitely feels like it.
Aquatic treasures.
Yellow slam? Okay, garbage. Actually,
I'll take it. For now, we part.
hello. Somebody's gonna want these. What the hell? I've been bamboozled. Wait, this is level 82, right? Please be 82. 81. Eh.
Oh, it's you.
But it was armor and life and
Someone
strength
is bound to
stacking.
buy that.
Thought there was no way I could fail. Oh, Triumph. I think I knew that, actually. That's Triumph like your Lu Bu. Like, you got that spear in your hand and you're just, like, doing the victory pose. Ow! What is your problem? Let me deal with the dog real quick. Do not pursue. Oh yeah, man, they're remaking Dynasty Warriors 3. I was looking at the gameplay and I'm like, this just kind of looks like the new Dynasty Warriors with a Dynasty Warriors 3 remaster skin. Which I know Dynasty Warriors is never the most riveting in terms of interactive gameplay. But it seemed like they were juggling way more than I remembered. What is this frame rate? Oh, it's Savannah. Duh. Oh, it's already better. What the hell? I feel like this map has always given me the worst performance. What is this, dude? This is not good. Am I getting disconnected? Is that what this is? Just to be safe before I get scraped. This Lu Bu guy is on the other side of the map. Better check it out. In Dynasty Warriors 2, he was not very far away at all. You just roll up and he would demolish your character. It's like the second stage of the game. He has almost like endgame stats. It's like, welcome to Dynasty Warriors 2, kid. It was a peak moment. My first time playing Dynasty Warriors 2 was in a Best Buy with my friend and her dad. It was my first time playing the PS2 and it was DS2 or DW2. Oh god, that's my fault. At least it's partially my fault. That dude was definitely not touching me when he punched me right then. I wonder if these are server issues. Some of that was definitely skill, like I just totally face checked that monolith. I pursued Lu Bu a little bit too hard. And I lost. Oh, you can break the things. I don't think these dudes have any DR on Citadel. I've gotten that before and I thought it was a little bit lackluster. I don't truly remember. The deli's still going, but it's off? This is weird. I don't know how you're actually supposed to play around with the deli storm spamming. Does not seem possible. Answer, just kill the enemy first. Forehead. Oh, it's broken. Global, you think back on it fondly, juggling 30 guys with the spear rules? It's a very well optimized game in retrospect. Yeah, when I was at the Best Buy, or no, maybe it was Circuit City. No, maybe it was Best Buy. It was either Best Buy or Circuit City when it was still good and they had people who knew what the hell they were talking about. And then they got rid of the shtick that actually made them what's the word? Competitive with Best Buy. And then they died. Docked Pikachu. Because their prices are always higher because they actually had people who knew what the hell they were doing. Where did she go? Wait, why isn't he running?
I'm not ready.
This dude always manages to juke me. Oh god. I couldn't see his second projectile. We're having some like weird PC. The shield ground is not helping. Anyway, I got super distracted. I keep trying to say the story and forgetting it. So I was playing Dynasty Warriors 2 in Best Buy or Circuit City, whatever it was. And I just remember being completely lost in the map. Like, I'm like, I can't find anything. This game is going on forever. Which, like, nowadays, I'd be like, this sucks. Back then, I was like, this is amazing. The stage is so big. It was like spending 20 minutes just kind of running around. I don't think I realized that there was a mini-map or anything. But I think that was the very first game that I touched on the PS2. Because this is the demo. Because they were trying to move those systems. Man, the PS2 was so ahead of its time having the DVD player integrated into it. Such a smart idea. Chadwick, you've been trying to learn some Chinese history lately? The Chinese names make it so hard for you to parse anything. Understandable. It definitely doesn't help the way that the Chinese names are romanized. Like, I didn't know Cao Cao was actually supposed to be Cao Cao. What the hell? How would you guess that? Even in Dynasty Warriors, they're like Cao Cao, which... Try not to laugh when they say Cow P. You've been defeated by Cow P. Hello, this is decent. 2 divine, really? Oh, this one's garbage because it's a 30. Oh, wait, we have 35 move speed. Oh, so this is guaranteed 2 to 5 divine? What the hell? Should I even modify it? Spirit, we could do that. That'll help. Should probably buy a bunch of these. Because the spirit is a suffix, I think. Which is crazy. Oh, I only have the one suffix. Okay, so I can't get rid of the stun threshold. Oh no, that's evasion, energy shield, and stun. So that's a hybrid mod? Okay. This might be a good one to add ward to in general. So I don't think someone's really going to try to buy this. Level 82. Let's just Exalt Slam it. Damn it. Double damn it. Those are like the worst frickin' mods.
Oh,
I'll just try to sell it for 1 div if I'm lucky.
Seems like a good deal.
When keeping it real goes wrong. This is gross. Bro, these are really gross mods. Let's run it. Ulfer's impressive with all of his Chinese linguistic power. I think Ulfer might have had Chinese as his primary language, although I might not remember. GGG. Why are we down here? Didn't get any more radiated tablets.
Fortune such as this.
He put this down 3 seconds ago. I'm gonna get it immediately. I wonder if he's gonna be like, "Oh no, that was probably worth more," or if he just doesn't care. Oh, it just max rolled the summoning circle thing. Go figure. Kind of don't want to deal with summoning circles, but what are we gonna do? It doesn't help that Japanese dudes just change their names and attaining higher status. Got sad news bears. It's not just limited to the Japanese. Look at Pope Leo.
Steel yourself! Meat creature!
Oh yeah, the performance goes up super lots when the ritual's up because everything else gets locked out, huh? And now it's better. It's weird. Wait, there was a delirium mirror? No, that's expedition. No, this is a delirium mirror. What the hell? I hate wisps. They need to just infect the player. This is so silly and slow. Hey, Rat, how's it going? You did a Master of Alta Glass, and one guy would not stop shooting and starting encounters early. You got Leroy Jenkins. Oh, because it's Master. I was like, well, how's that even a problem? I see. Yeah, that could be annoying. What if everyone started changing their names at milestones? Like graduate high school, time to change your name? I imagine a kindergarten graduation would be fun, or I guess that's probably not a thing, but like, don't some people have 3rd grade graduation? Whenever elementary school ends. But I think there's like a random, damn it, a random grade that just has a weird graduation for some schools. I don't even know what I would have deigned to rename myself as back then. Oh god. This dude's so powerful, his scream killed my FPS. Try to pick up that dumb mace. This is getting bad.
In the right hands, this could forge something truly exceptional.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that's what that is. Nothing else particularly good. Turn 25 and can finally rent a car, change your name again. That's what they'd get you with, the fraud, huh? Chadwick, you speak English, so romance adjacent languages are part of your linguistic library. Leo, Clementine, Pius, Sixtus, easy. What about Seventus? Sixtus, Seventus. It hurts you more than it hurts me. Bro, this ritual location is ass.
You were no worry.
What? Look at this.
Stand unbound.
They need to like adjust it a little bit. That's kind of messed up. Ethical gameplay goes out the window real quick. Why is he not taking damage? Is that just too far away? Qingxi Huang, not part of your rulebook. Yeah, especially the fact that they're tonal, so even if you try to read them properly, ain't no way a Chinese person's gonna understand you unless the context gives it all away.
This is what we have available.
Damn it. Alright, I'm not gonna bother selling
What
it.
do you think?
For now, we part.
The literal first emperor is the only guy who just has the same name through everything. The second one, Liu Bang, nope, he's Han now. No, you changed your name at different points. When you were heavy into the hip-hop scene, you were known as Chop Moke. Before that, you were Rival. Well, that's for, like, tagging and stuff, though, right? That's not uncommon. I'm not gonna worry about that so much anymore. Let's start going for the exiles, I guess. You heard Rhyhorn for some reason? What did I say? I don't know. wonder if the resolution is messed up for the game. Is this playing at 4K? I should look at my delirium essence or emotions. Oh, I almost got clapped. Oh, the game froze for a second when those dudes all spawned in. Proximal tangibility and a temporal bubble? I've already taken that dude's head. So that won't drop again, I don't believe. The last time I got him down, I also got a lineage support, which is pretty cool. Global, you've performed under many names yourself, or do you mean on her many names yourself? What were her names? Without horns, you've been red and zero before, but so many people went by those that you went with a long one so nobody else would take it. Yeah, red and zero are very common. I don't really count usernames. That feels a little bit different. Chadwick, at least we've kept the same pseudonym the whole time you've known them. All of us. Yeah, I don't think Platinum Chip chose his display name to change. Horns is pretty great. You've never known another Horns in any respect. You just mentioned Rhyhorn a moment ago. Wait, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? I can't read that all. I want to try to capture him. No. I got super lagged out. But granted, I probably still could have died right then. This is a little bit annoying. No! I need him alone. Where is it? That guy. He looks amazing. Come back, sir. What? Oh, did I get electrocuted? Pasted extra physical damage aura. Damn. I think that's what it was. That explains why they added this node into the game then. Sorry, muscle memory. So maybe I've been electrocuted before and thought the game is lagging out. Cannot be electrocuted. Huh. Too bad I don't scale armor or anything. I actually failed the map. Granted, I was trying to not kill them. That's one of the problems with this skill. Is because it targets so many enemies at once, if I'm trying to leave one thing alive. It's a little bit Rip City.
Take your time. For now, we part.
I can at least see if shocked ground works or not. You said Rygar? Somebody said Rhyhorn a moment ago. Maybe it was without horns. Oh yeah, without horns, heard that. Chadwick, sometimes you feel like you're missing out by not having a fun chosen name. What are you going to pick? Voltron? Technical Diagram? Jeff, Technical Diagram is pretty good. People will think you're an engineer. Maybe even an architect. This is dumb as hell. Okay, so these nodes don't work at all. So I need to take them off. Unaffected by shocked ground, they say. Bro, as soon as those work, be immune to chilled and shocked ground. Oh yeah, we don't have any extra content, so I can just rush to the boss. Unless I find a cool beast. I almost just died. Why is this one so gigantic? They're not all that size. Is this one like extra enraged or something? Maybe they are that size. That's what happens when they're not a powerful boss. That was mildly phallic now that I think about it. Did he not drop items? Oh, he did. Chadwick, you could get down with typo, but that's almost like your fighter pilot call sign. You should be tie-op. Or Tipio, TPO. Tipio. That'd be great. No one knows Yoru, a cat, on the internet? Doesn't Chadwick have a Yoruichi? I hate Hidden Grotto. I hate Decay. No. I think Hidden Grotto might have more interesting beasts at times. I don't know. I was like, I'm lagging. Nope, just invisible delirium monsters, because why not? It was better last league. Okay, this is super laggy. I don't know why the game doesn't actually get to pause. I knew it. I didn't realize the YouTube chat was messed up this entire time, guys. My fault.
Flesh and bone, all shall break before me.
They just bonked me. Keep bonking. That dude really brought a hammer to a plasma gunfight. Oh no, that's an Eternal Knight. They can reflect my projectiles. Literally the one enemy that I'm like terrified of a little bit. But whatever the hell that was just did a lot of damage. Oh hell yeah.
Read that. Fallback challenge.
She's using my strat. Except her weapon doesn't have tracking, or her skill. Oh! Chimera? Haven't seen that before.
Face me.
just reward.
The Meowmix song.
Thank the first ones. The fog is clearing. I need more time.
Yeah, let's just keep going. I'm gonna try to finish off this tower thing tonight if I can.
Go on.
This is what we have available.
Wait, was that decent? Kinda. No.
Don't spend it all at once.
Don't feel like littering the thing.
Don't spend it all at once.
Oh. Tri-res? It's probably not that good. Okay. Love the life. It's like 5x.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Bring Have an order? Seems like a good deal.
What do you think? For now, we part.
What unique do we get now?
I will honor what was left behind.
Chris Wilson. Prayers for rain.
Craftsmanship. It's exceptional.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain on a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. What goes into this is that people who bought some kind of packs can make like little messages to go along with the unique for the Twilight Reliquary keys. So this is the message from a player, essentially. Might be lyrics to a song that I don't know. But my question is, why does it always rain on me? Is it because I lied when I was 23? This one's technically better. Oh well. This one's shiny. I wish that the models were shiny when you wore them, though. It's the change we need. So. All right, for the matriarch calls, I'm going to go silent again and full screen it while I record. Here we go.
Face me! You will not stand in my way!
Is this what we've been searching for?
Okay, so for now, we'll allocate some points, and then after that, we'll probably have to go silent while we do the Doriani quest stuff. Then we might be able to finish this big part. Not sure if I should go for armor, weapons, or jewelry. Maybe I just pick nothing? I guess it doesn't... Well, it actually does overrate the other ones, technically, with the way that unique strap, I think. Don't really care too much about the tablet stuff for now. Okay. go back to base, talk to Doriani. I need to go to the Origin Tower. Okay.
This is it. I won't fail.
Let me see what you have found.
I have no idea what to make of these.
Intriguing. A seed and an egg. I am unsure of the purpose of this, but it seems obvious what we must do.
Should we really dabble again with the unknown?
Again, it is a calculated risk. This could hold the answers we need.
Do you really believe that? Or has your curiosity got the best of you?
I understand your concern, but we must move forward. I believe we must fertilize the egg using the seed. Place them both in the machine.
Words I never expected to hear in my lifetime.
You know what to do. Good. Now, stand back.
You have done well, servant. With this, the Master shall know unending power.
Your kind shall never ordain the first edict. And now, you. Virtue. The enemy returns. This world must be purged!
Arbiter, what is the first edict?
It must be protected at all costs. For it is divinity itself.
The first edict is the very origin of divinity.
You mean this is what gave rise to the gods?
Utter desperation must have driven the precursors to pour all their talent and science into its creation. The consequences of which were felt throughout all Rayclast, for all time. The Arbiter would have seen the world destroyed rather than let it fall into the wrong hands. But thanks to you, Rayclast has been saved from absolute annihilation. You have impressed me.
Waiting for RP. Don't know what flask I got. I literally have no idea what the Arbiter of Divinity has. That went pretty damn well for a first time blind playthrough of the guy. They had some really good telegraphs of his attacks. It felt very Dark Souls-y, honestly. Some people might hate that. Let's close this, I guess. Oh, so maybe I should have chosen another one in another location. Oh, Precursor Tower. I just gained all of those points. Can we activate all of them, please?
Speak. I retrieved the first edict from the tower. The beast continues to drain the Hooded One's energy, but perhaps the first edict could empower him directly. We must not be reckless. The first edict holds untold power, and I suspect it is the impetus behind the creation of all the edicts.
But what does that even mean? What is a mother soul?
This theory, I find it hard to explain. It is almost a feeling. When I look at the first edict, I feel tremendous fear. Like staring into infinity and feeling something staring back. I believe the precursors never intended subsequent edicts after the first to exist at all. But after the first was ordained, the others followed. Reactively, perhaps even desperately. If the Abyssals should take hold of it, oblivion awaits us all. We must protect the first edict at all costs. I have come to believe that these arbiters were created by the precursors to guard and operate the edicts. You encountered the Arbiter of Ash in relation to the fourth edict, and the Arbiter of Divinity in relation to the first. That begs the question, were there arbiters for the other two edicts? If so, what happened to them?
Could they have broken? They are not entirely organic, after all.
If there's one thing we can say with certainty about these precursor creations, it's that they were built to last. If the remaining arbiters are gone, it is likely they were defeated, not simply lost to time. I have worked with corruption my entire life. The piece of the weapon I found in my ear.
Corruption can turn into...
Essentially, the energy still...
If the precursors created divinity, then who first rose to godhood?
Logic suggests that the champion we saw in the mirrors was the first divine being, the Mother Soul, the first edict. These concepts are all part of this mystery. The gods were mere myths in my era. I wish I knew more. As it stands, we must continue our search. The truth of history may reveal itself in time. We have found a vast underground web of precursor ley lines. They were indistinguishable from natural bedrock before, but now that they have reactivated, it is clear to me our entire continent bears a lattice beneath.
The entire continent? Are you sure?
I believe this lattice connects the towers. There is a vast intent at work here, but one so ancient we may never know what they were trying to do.
Okay, so the Arbiter of Divinity stuff is done. Global, you consider yourself a bit of an Arbiter of Ass? Oh yeah? Okay, that's all fixed. The recording's done. I'm glad I left in the part about Global's Arbiter of Ass. Forgot to undo the recording. But yeah, cool. So we have a little bit more of the story to go. I heard people say you have to do this like 5 times, which is just way too damn much, man. It really is. Like, I enjoy playing the game, but it feels like I'm just being cucked a little bit by filler content before I can get to play with the max settings, essentially. Which, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about because I'm not really that messed up in terms of getting things. I'm still getting a lot of value so far. Now we can have tier 4 maps, or same thing. I'll figure all the other stuff out later. So I can alchemy my waystones, not my maps. I could do both, but waystones. Without horns, you like that the world is basically an upgrade tree as well? Yeah. In Path of Exile 1, it's pretty crazy too. The Infinite Atlas is so big that they have like way gates that you can teleport between sections of the Atlas. It's pretty crazy. I feel like there's just a little bit too much map grinding, unfortunately. Like, I wouldn't mind it as much if I was also progressing my League mechanics, but I'm not. So it feels like no matter what I'm doing, I'm missing out a bit. Like, this is way more rewarding, I think, than the League stuff. But because the League stuff can essentially be in every map, it just feels like a feels-bad moment. You're losing no matter what you're doing. Piece of FOMO content to me. Global, is this an online game? Have you missed all the PvP? So this game does not have PvP enabled. They had PvP in Path of Exile 1, but nobody used it, and it was really janky, so they realized it was a hell of a lot of work to make something that 1% of the player base was using, so it made more sense for them to spend their dev time doing other projects, which I kind of would have to agree with that assessment, just speaking from a numerical standpoint, you know? But yes, this is an MMO online game, so you can group up with up to 5 other players for a party of 6 and go about conquering Rayclast and whatnot, which is pretty cool. So co-op is definitely a thing. And when you do co-op, they're supposed to scale up the difficulty of the monsters, but I mean, players are so damn strong that it doesn't really matter. Wait, what is this? I can't get that. Oh, that's just an icon. Okay. So, okay, guys, I think we'll go ahead and call the stream for here. Thanks for joining me, as always. We'll probably be going live again with either this tomorrow or Mass Effect. And, yeah, so just stand by on that front. So, we'll be going live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hopefully we will catch you then as per usual. So, until then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.